it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on SPNG, Sponge Tech Delivery Systems Incorporated. If you follow my videos, you know I've been doing this one at least once a week. And as I continue to say, as long as this remains the most popular penny stock out there, I will continue to do so. So here's a chart we had, as I'd like to call it, going to the weight room week, meaning we were just consolidating. As you can see, these days right here, we were out at the beach and the chicks were really liking what they saw. However, we needed to head back to the weight room a little bit, build some health for the chart, get our muscles built back up again, and that's what's going on here. And possibly maybe getting ready to take off after Labor Day. We'll break that down on an intraday chart. But for now, let's just take a look at the daily. I did a daily chart, static one, a couple days ago, and I made note of this pattern, and this is what I consider a long-term pattern. So we're taking about 3 months here, but we have this downtrend line and then this uptrend line, and you can see that we've been flirting around with this area here. Actually, this point was just recently created, so this gives us the ability to draw this downtrend line now, and we've obviously already had this uptrend line going for a while. But from a long-term chart perspective, you can see we have a nice little symmetrical triangle here going. But now let's zoom in here, and this is what I'm going to consider short term. So short term, what we have is essentially a little bull flag. So let me get this drawn up. So don't crucify me. I'm considering these past few weeks short term. So if you're a long-term investor, don't crucify me. But either way, actually, the chart is bullish on all fronts: long term, short term, medium term. So you can't really go wrong, as that wasn't the case a little while ago. As we had short term, it was a downtrend, bearish, but we've broken out of that. But as I've been saying, the long-term trend has always been up for the past 4 or 5 months or so. But anyway, here's our flagpole. This was created on these big days here. You can see the big volume corresponded with the formation of the flagpole. And then what we had was just this past week, the flag started to form. Got some sideways action and now pulling back. The key during this pullback is when you look down here at the corresponding volume, you will see that it is significantly lower than what the flagpole volume day was, and that's what you want to see during these sorts of patterns. Here you could argue kind of the same thing, probably not as strong, maybe I'm stretching here, but here flagpole, then we had more of a longer term consolidation period right here. But yeah, volume was pretty high during this pattern here, and then during these days you can see volume really dropped off. And then in the long term of things, or in the grand scope, you can see that this whole consolidation flag was worth the wait and strong for the chart, as it has now put us into another bull flag here in the short term. But that's where we stand right now for the long term players, and obviously short term too. This trend line here is a key resistance right now. It is a dynamic one, meaning as time increases, this price is getting lower and lower since this line is sloping downwards. But with the break of that, the party could really get started again. And as always, with any break of this line, you're always going to want to check down here at the volume. And the higher the volume, the higher the confidence you can put into that break. So if you get a break and you got a volume day like this, I'm not saying it can't keep moving, but I'd be much more confident with a break of this trend line, and then a day like one of these, that would be much more confidence inspiring. So I haven't looked at the intraday time frame, but I want to actually go down to the 5 to see what happened, because this was red pretty much throughout the most of the day, and then I checked later on and I saw we had a wick, and then I just checked before the close and I saw that it was pushing green for the day. So just out of curiosity, let's break down, and for you day traders out there, short-term swing traders, let's look at the 5-minute chart. So this means each one of these bars represents 5 minutes worth of time. So I know this looks like a long-term chart, but this is just one day because it's only 5 minutes at a time. So just real quick, had a drop. Let's see, this was actually this was this morning. Had a drop, bounced up, and then just consolidated, came to life, consolidated during the afternoon, and then right here, what time was this? At about about 2:30 here, the bulls all of a sudden showed up and really pushed it upwards. Nothing huge in terms of volume, but whatever happened, the chart really came to life this last about hour and a half of the day. So this will be interesting to see what happens next week, and I think we just had a late print there because I just looked over at the quotes and I see this little dot showed up down here at 0.189, and I'm looking over at the time and sales, and I see there's a late print here at 418. So yeah, this little tick right here just happened for 1.7 million shares. So one of those after the bell trades. So I'm not going to put much emphasis on that, but this is where we close as far as I'm concerned. This 1.7 million share trade that literally just happened. Who knows what's going on there. But from a charting perspective, nice strong close, nice way to go into Labor Day. So very curious to see how the stock does after Labor Day. And then just real quick, I don't want to drag this on too long. Weekly chart, just real nice. We all know last week was a great day, so here we just have a flat-out consolidation day. This was going to the beach, all the babes looking at us. This is just the weight room doing some consolidation, and you know what? The chart could even drop down, let's say to this red line here, and it'd still look like a beautiful chart from a weekly perspective. So overall, chart looking good, and SPNG had a nice little healthy week, and as long as the company keeps performing, it should pay off in the long run. So if you have any questions on the chart, please send me a message. On another note, please check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you sign up for the ebook there, if you sign up for the newsletter, you will be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. It gives strategies and tips and so forth on how to profit in the markets, and then you'll also get bullish chart setups, articles, all sorts of things from small caps to big boards. So a nice variety, and best part is absolutely no strings attached. It is all free, so it's worth checking out. So head over to bullmarketnewsletter.net. Well, everybody have a good Labor Day. Relax, and we will see you all on Tuesday.